Hello. Today I want to talk about the experience and the way we experience in this moment, and how different is from in the way we experience from each other. Each of us have a unique way of experiencing, based on our knowledge, based on our understanding, based on our culture, based on our development in this form of life. As I come to know, to see around the world, some of the interviews, some of the biggest names around the governments, has come to kind of understand that they're all reading from the same book, which I call it unwritten book, which all calling for some kind of a revolution, some kind of a where inclusivity, where everybody's included, and everybody kind of sees it, but sees it is kind of taken away because of their beliefs, because of their understanding of the moment, or where they come from. For example, if he's a politician from the left, that he will probably feel sorry for the entire world, and if he's a politician from the right, probably will feel sorry for himself and someone other which is next to him. This is an example, by the way. I'm not really judging on those bases, but kind of the ideologies and the beliefs are stopping us from looking further away, further to the future, further, because let's put this clearly. If this happens once more, we are naked. We have nothing to cover up ourselves. Its knees will make us sick, will make us weak, will make us basically unable to function furthermore, for majority of us. And that is quite visible now, more than ever. Some of the governments, some of the most interesting situation is happening. For example, in Italy, I just heard this news and I thought, how bizarre is it? They are looking for 200,000 people to collect their crop from the ground, because otherwise they will go bad. But let me just give you a simple calculation of mass movement of workforce. We need to create to sustain life around us. For example, the age between 18 to 24 are the age that I think, in my understanding, there is a few young people who died, and even they were in the conditions. If you take the people, those age people, and put them in the buses, create camps with the military, so they can just live 2 meters apart from each other, but at least can do the job, can collect those fruits and those veg, everything that is needed, because it's going to be needed in the future. The world is not looking in a better place now than it was yesterday or is now. Tomorrow is going to look worse than it was today. If we continue not to use imagination and creativity to develop ourselves out of this situation. This goes for most of the other countries which are just struggling. That age can be protected naturally, it's been protected by the nature, so should be activated in a mass activation, like in Italy, for example, in southern Italy, they need 200,000 people to collect their fruits. So you can activate people that are out of the school, out of the jobs. Between age 18 and 24 is a low risk. Somebody might get a person to die. But by guaranteeing from the moment they jump on the bus to the moment they arrive, they should be constantly monitored if any outbreak happens. But at least we don't lose that food that is ready produced for us. That's That's example. That's one of the things that the government needs to kind of like start using the power they have in their hands. So people are willing to help in every way, form, or shape at this moment, and that's one way people can help. As regarding the UK government, almost £1 trillion has been promised and designated around the economic sectors. Today I just heard that there will be people, certain date who cuts off, which basically people who work till a certain day, cannot receive more than universal credit. So those are people filling through the gaps. And more people falling through the gaps, despite £1 trillion, almost £1 trillion for the entire economy, even that is not coming up. It's time to be more inventive, more creative with our pound,